Boom, 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 and welcome in, welcome all, and welcome back. JB's College Hockey Gambling Show. I'm your host, Nate, again, here with gambling expert JB and line judge over there, Quay. He's picking those lines every week.
I had a great week last week.
Yeah?
6-2, I believe.
Yes, I think that was probably your best week of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, you won last week by a wide margin, conference championships. JB, how about Cato coming back there at the end?
It's just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I had the easy win there.
And you thought it was going to be a big overs week, and there was only one in that Minnesota-Michigan game. That's tough.
But this week the overs are hot.
Ooh, they might be. They might be this week. NCAA tournament first round. We have all 4 of Friday's matchups for you guys. I think, what game are we most excited about this day before we get into it here? What game?
Merrimack, Quinnipiac.
Yes, okay.
I say Michigan Tech and Penn State.
Really? I tell you what, I think both of those are going to be good. I like Quinnipiac and Merrimack as well. I think that's going to be a good one. I think Merrimack's getting a little slept on this week. That's all I'm going to say right now. But first, let's get into the first matchup, 1 p.m. Friday, Ohio State versus Harvard. What a matchup here. Harvard minus 1.5, over under set at 5.5. Quays, it's been a while since your Buckeyes have played after, getting out in the Big Ten tournament, hasn't it? You think that's going to play any factors on them?
Yeah, I guess. Harvard, they have a little break as well, and it'll be interesting to see how Harvard can play against a Big Ten school. We all know that Harvard does not play the toughest opponents.
You could say that in the ECAC.
Yeah.
One thing I found interesting, this is a virgin matchup. These two teams have never played each other in the history of these two schools. So, that's, first game, who's going to take the first one here? I think this is going to be a really good offensive matchup. Both these teams can put up some goals, but I also think this is going to be great on the back end as well, some good goaltending. JB, how do you feel about this one?
I'm going to take Ohio State on this game.
Okay.
Both the lines, Ohio State minus 110, Harvard minus 120. It's DraftKings says it's going to be a close game, but I think Harvard's got this.
Okay.
I'm also taking the over 5.5 goals for this game.
What do you think, Harvard or Ohio State? I thought you said Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Okay.
Ohio State money line.
Okay.
And the over 5.5 for this game.
I like the over pick. You could say that these two teams, they're not known for their overs necessarily, especially in the ECAC there with Harvard, but I don't think that 5.5 is too big of a stretch in this case, even though it's tournament hockey. But because it's tournament hockey, I think Harvard's going to be able to keep this one close. I'm taking them plus 1.5. Ohio State doesn't have the most firepower. They can score. So can Harvard. Coronado on the power play, just feed them every time. How about that?
So you're taking Ohio State plus 1.5?
Wait, yes, I'm sorry.
I'm also going with Ohio State plus 1.5. This is going to be a close game. Tournament hockey is back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the under here. Both goaltenders are very good, and I think it's going to be a tight game.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be really tight.
Nice.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah, this is going to be a close one. This was probably the toughest over-under for me to pick. But what we got next, Michigan Tech, Penn State. This over-under set at 5 goals, and Penn State is minus 1.5. Little, boom. You know what? Actually, this is another virgin matchup. These two teams have also never played each other. We have the Huskies and Cat matchup. What is this? Little cats versus dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs always win.
Is that who you're picking? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm going with Michigan Tech here. Penn State has not played very good hockey since the new year, and they haven't played in a few weeks now. I'm going Michigan Tech money line, and I'll go over 5 goals.
I tell you what, this is kind of opposite, I feel like, of the matchup from last game, because Penn State, high-powered offense, not necessarily they're putting up a lot of goals, but their shots are unreal every game. They have like 40 to 50, I swear to God. And then on the backside, we have a great goaltender who was up for Richter, but he's been a little shaky recently, And one thing I found interesting about this game, the power plays of both of these teams are pretty bad, sitting at 15% or less. So not a great, special teams matchup here. We're not going to probably see. You never know. You never know. JB, how are you feeling on this one?
I'm going to take the Big Ten again. I'm taking Penn State for this game. I'm taking Penn State money line. And the over-under set at 5.
It is.
I'm going to take the over 5 in this game. Gotta keep the overs going.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like the over here too. I mean, Tech's goalie's been a little shaky lately, letting up 4 goals in both of his last 2 games. Obviously, that last one for him was a 4-0 shutout that Michigan Tech got shut out. So he hasn't been playing up to his standard in the tournaments here. And I don't know if that's going to change here against Penn State or not. I'm also taking Penn State money line. I can't pick against them. I have them in my bracket. And I don't hate the way they've been playing, but I also don't like the way Michigan Tech has been playing recently. It's kind of, this one was a toss-up for me, I feel like.
Yeah, both teams have not been playing the best.
No, they peaked at the very, very wrong times. Because Penn State, obviously, that first half of the season, they looked like they could be one of the best teams in the Big Ten, which they really aren't. Okay, next game going on Friday afternoon, Merrimack, Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac minus 1.5. Over-under again set at 5. I wonder why that is, huh? Little Pretz and Tech in net.
Pretz got blown up last year, the first round.
Yeah, so these two teams haven't played each other since 2015. A lot of not a lot of action these guys are seeing here on the right-hand side of the bracket, if you want to call it that. And Merrimack has this series 3-1 in the 4 games they have played. And, Yannick Pretz, okay, he leads the nation in goal against average. But guess what? Here's an interesting stat. Zach Borgil from Merrimack is 4th in the nation. 4th. So we have a top 4 goalie battle potentially in this game. Makes you wonder why it's set at 5, huh? How do you feel about that, JB?
I think this game, I'm going to take the under 5.
Oh, I don't hate that. Obviously, what I just said.
I'm feeling a little risky, and I'm going to take Merrimack money line.
Really?
A little risky.
Okay, Quace, how do you feel about that?
I like both of those picks. I think it's going to be a close game and low scoring. So I will go Merrimack plus 1.5 and under 5.
I think Merrimack is still being slept on. This is a team that in the first half of the season was leading the Hockey East in points. They obviously had their fall off, but they made it all the way to the Hockey East tournament last weekend. I think that's a big step in the right direction for them after the way they played in January, February, and part of March, I guess. I'm going to take them money line at plus 180. I like it. Maybe I just want to see Quinnipiac lose. I don't know, but I'm going to take them money line. And I don't know why. I'm taking the over in this game. That's probably the game that shouldn't call the over at all, but I'm going to take it anyway. I just feel like Quinnipiac, if Colgate can put up 2, how many can Merrimack put up against them? You know what I mean? I don't know. And then maybe throw in an empty netter somewhere in the end. Just give me that extra one. Just give it to me. I could see a push coming here either way. I really could. Okay. Then the nightcap, the final game, probably the best game of the night, wouldn't you guys say? The best game of the day, Colgate versus Michigan?
Yeah, it's going to be a thriller.
You think so?
Nope. Michigan
minus 1.5, over-under set at 6.5. Do they really think Michigan's going to put in that many pucks?
No, Colgate's going to put in that many.
You think so?
Yeah.
And like I've been saying, this is another virgin matchup. These two teams haven't played together before, so not a lot of history, obviously.
Just a boring one.
Yeah, I don't have anything here. I do, but not stat-wise. I'm taking Michigan minus 1.5. Their goals for average is almost exactly 2 higher than Colgate's. It's over 1.5, so I'm taking them minus 1.5. I don't know. I think that's an easy pick. Maybe not easy. Colgate had played some stingy defense in the playoffs versus Harvard and Quinnipiac the last couple weeks or couple games, but I don't know if this is Michigan, And I'm also taking the under. I don't see Michigan getting that many goals. I really don't. Obviously, I think they whooped AIC like 6-1 last year or something in the first round. Maybe I don't know.
I think Colgate's better than AIC.
I do too. So I think they should be able to keep it under that 6.5 mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 for 3 for the Big Ten on Friday.
Okay.
Taking Michigan minus 1.5. Nate, I loved your picks. I'm just gonna follow you on this one. I'm taking the under 6.5. I don't think the toothpaste college got in them.
No, they're going to be brushing a lot of freaking tears away after the game, not teeth.
Yeah, I think we would all love to see a Colgate victory here.
We would.
But it's very unlikely.
Not going to put my money on it.
Nope. But I'm going Michigan money line here because Colgate could keep it close.
You never know.
They did beat Quinnipiac and Harvard in the tournament.
True.
And I will go with the under 6.5. I just don't think these teams are going to put together 7 goals.
Yeah, but that's true. We all got the under there. You never know. I mean, Michigan could have put up 3 in the first 5 minutes too. You just don't know.
They did that last year.
Yeah, you really don't know. But I tell you what, everybody, we have a great weekend of college hockey coming up. Probably the most exciting one of the year. Basically, 9 hours Thursday, Friday, and 6 hours on Saturday, Sunday. Just jam-packed hockey weekend. Grab a drink, grab a chair, pull up to a TV, watch it anywhere you can. Isn't that right, JB?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you lead us out?
All right. Let's make some money this weekend. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.